Let's go back last week. You're trailing 14-7 going into that second quarter. Was it a tactical change that you made that all of a sudden you ran off 37 of the next 44 points, or was it just more on the execution phase that the players had to worry about?
Yeah, I think it came down to just us focusing in and executing. Right as we were moving into the second quarter, we were at a point where Augsburg went down and scored on their first two possessions. Okay, after we had scored on our first, and we just brought our defensive unit in, and Coach Bakken, it was nothing about X's and O's. It was just about we need to compete harder and we need to go out there and do what we're capable of doing. And then from like that moment on, everything just kind of started clicking. I mean, we went on like 7 straight punt opportunities, and then from the whole second quarter into the third quarter, that got us the ball back, and we were able to do what we needed to do.
You had a couple big turnovers. You had a couple of interceptions, and then the block punt too was big. Was that one of the things that keyed the kind of the turnaround as going into that game? Where you focused on let's get some turnovers?
Well, special teams is always something that we really work hard on. Yeah, we did get the punt block, which was great because it did set up a score right before half. That's always huge when you can score right before half. We also had a pooch kick down the sideline that we recovered in the third quarter that gave us momentum to kick another field goal. So we scored points off of that, and we want in our goal board we want +1 in some special situations within our special teams, and we were at +6 after Saturday's game. So it was really a well played game. For the most part, really in all 3 phases. But yeah, I really look at going into that second quarter, it was really a gut check time. This is on us. We need to go out and execute better defensively, but also offensively. And we both fed off of each other, and we got things going. And it was a great win for us, and one that was needed.
And just individually, one of the neat things about Saturday was to see a player like Peter Naum, the wide receiver from Moorhead, catches a touchdown pass, does some really good things. You've seen him probably now for years and years, having grown up through with your son Tommy. How has he progressed as an individual, as on the field?
Yeah, he's done a really nice job. He's one of our outside receivers. Yeah, I've been probably coaching him since he was in about first grade. With baseball and stuff like that, and I couldn't happen to a better kid. He works his tail off, and he's a big physical outside receiver, and for us, and yeah, we got him in on a slant route, which I think was his second touchdown of the year, so it was good to get him into the end zone. And so he's progressed. He's getting better, kind of like everybody within our offense. And I have a lot of people that tell me that when they put that spread offense in, it takes time. And but you'll know when people are starting to kind of click with it, and we're kind of seeing that right now, and that's good. We've got a lot of young players that are performing for us too, which is a good thing. We've got them coming back, and then even within our senior class, we have 23 seniors that we're going to honor a week from now, but 18 of those seniors are coming back for another year.
Now let's go ahead to Saturday, and it's kind of a double-edged sword. You're playing Hamline, another Skyline Division opponent who's done okay in the past, but at the same time you're going on the road, where last time you were on the road it didn't go as well. So how do you get the guys focused and make sure that you continue to progress from where you were at on Saturday?
Right. Well, we look at it as, it's a big game for us. Obviously, we want to get into that number 2 spot, and then our division will host that game, and that'll either be probably Gustavus or St. Olaf, whoever can win that football game. So, we want to do our part. We have not won back-to-back games this year, and that's a challenge to our young men as well. We want to obviously springboard off of how we played on Saturday, and again, we've had great practices. It's been a solid week that way. Our kids want to finish this thing and finish it the right way. Hamline is not an easy place to play. They're well coached. Chip Taylor has now been the head coach there for 6 years, but prior to his 6 years, he was the defensive coordinator there for about 2 or 3 years as well. Their quarterback is the same guy back from 2019. They've got some weapons that they like to get the ball to, and that Tristan Thomas kid, number 2, he's a dude, and he's in their jet sweep game, and he's also a heck of a returner too. So we got to always be cognizant of where he's at on the field, and then they really work hard at their special teams, and yeah, it's gonna be a tough test. You need to look at this team. They started out the season 3-1. They've dropped 4 straight, so it's kind of been the tale of 2 halves for them. So hopefully, we can go down and take care of business and get back here that following week and see who we match up with.
Offensively, you talked a little bit about what you have to do defensively. Offensively, on that side of the ball, what do you have to do as far as to be successful against Hamline?
Yeah, I think it's just recognizing kind of what they're doing. They're more of an even front defense, and we haven't seen a ton of that all year. But I mean it's they're athletic, and they'll create some fits. They do a lot of moving. I like their secondary play. I like one of their corners is really a solid player. He's also solid in their special team game too. So it's executing. It's taking what they give us and making quick decisions. And Tanner's been doing a better job of that as the season has worn on, and we like seeing that. Obviously being able to throw the football and run the football has been something that we've been really working hard at in the last several weeks. We've been able to do both, but again, you got to take what a defense gives you, and also you got to have 0 turnovers. You look back at our Augsburg game. We were +3 in the turnover margin, and that's key. You can't turn the ball over against anybody, really, and especially on the road. You got to go in and take care of business, and we know it's going to be a tough test, but we've had a great prep week, and hopefully we're ready to go.
Good luck on Saturday.
Hey, thank you.